Hello guys, I'm Ibrahim, and today I'm going to be showing you how to export from Daz 3D to UE4. Now, so you open up your Daz Studio project. Okay, and so you open up or you create your scene or whatever. Now, all I have in my scene are Genesis 3 character, female, clothes and hair for her. That's it. No lights, no nothing. So after you've assembled your scene however you like, even if there are lights in there, or cameras, animations, whatever, you can just go to export, and select the directory you want to export to, and basically select what you wanted to export. If you click on selected here, only whatever you clicked on here is going to export it. So in my case, I want everything here to export. So I'm just gonna click on figures, FBX 2012, embed textures, connect textures to folder. Don't merge, but merge the clothing into the figure skeleton, and convert it to static geometry. Degrade the scaling, sub D, collapse, and click on accept. So it's gonna take a minute or two to. I've already exported it, so I don't wanna do that again. So so when you have that, you just you wanna so this is the directory that I exported her to here. So you just wanna get her and drag her in, like of course just drag her in like that, and you're gonna see a drop down. Okay, let me just do it so that you guys can see what I chose for my option. So assuming I did this, so you'd see these options, right? It's a skeletal mesh, import it. This, that, compute, make T space. That's just it. Importing materials. Click on import or import all. So after we've imported it, you're gonna see I imported mine into this directory, Kelly. So you're gonna see the materials, the textures, on in there. We're gonna physics asset for the character. Right now it's just you don't need this bound here. You don't need that either. Not necessarily. But we're not here to discuss the physics subject anyway, so let's leave that alone. So you just go on and you do this. Now here you're gonna see this this kind of thing here. This is not the way she looks in Daz, right? It's not the way she looks in Daz at all, right? So we do want to make her look as close as possible to the way she looks here in Daz. So what we're just gonna do is, in my case, I have this mask on, but some things are overlapping in here. So what you don't want to do is to delete stuff, to delete any of the materials in here. That's not the way to do it, because if you do that, there's supposed to be a certain number of slots in there, right? So if you do delete one, something else is just going to take the space with that, and it's going to look ridiculous. So what you want to do instead is to use the illusion of opacities, alphas. Say for example, I wanted to remove these bloody masks here. Alright, so what you want to do is you simply come here, set this to translucent, and this is basically what we're just going to be doing, at least mostly, especially for the eyes. Set this to translucent, and set the opacity to this, or a better way to do it that I found, an actual better way. I mean, this is actually a lot better, is to just do this, set it to 0, apply, and then you come here, and in a second or so you're going to see that that is just gone. And we're going to do the same thing for the mask nose here, because in my case I have 2 extra masks that are just not needed. Let's give it a second or so. See that? Okay, so now I'm just going to come do the same. Let me just copy that. And there we go, rather, sorry. And okay, so apply that, close that out, close that out, and now we're going to be left with only this black here. So the next thing to do is to work in the there was something else also that I noticed here. I don't know, you guys. Okay, it's not going to be there now because I didn't delete. So okay, moving on. You want to do what next? The eyes, obviously, right? So for that, if you want to hide this mask as well, it's the same process, right? You just go in and do the same thing, you know, just opacity there, and you're gonna see her face. So now to work on her eyes, the cornea, the sclera here, pupils, the irises, the sclera here, the irises, sockets is okay, and the moisture. So here now, I think in a few seconds you should be able to see her face, but in the meantime we can go with these. So which mask is this? Okay, this is the mask you're actually supposed to see, at least that I want people to see. So after I've showed you what I want to show you here, I'm just gonna delete this so that it is back to being, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, so you can see her teeth as well and all that. Yeah, looking as beautiful as ever. She's in there, you know. So I don't know if you guys prefer this or not, but you know what, for now I'm just gonna leave this like this. When I'm ready, I'm just gonna set it back. So the cornea, okay, the first thing you want to work on here if you're using Genesis 3 character is the moisture, right? So here you want to do the same thing, except here you might want to employ some special things, you know, just to make some special procedures just to make the character's eyes look as close as possible to the Daz version, right? You see that glitter right there, that reflection, you know. It's not really that easy to do here in UE, but let's have a go at it, shall we? So here you want to set this translucent, and then when you do that, there's some things I want to do. For example, I mean, you could just set it as that. You could do that. If you do set it to translucent, okay, let's just do it as, you know, the way it was. If you set it to translucent, wow, this is going to be a long video. Translucent, you're going to start to see that white-ish thing that was right there before. It's gonna go away. Okay, so this is the order in which I mean, from top to bottom. You have the eye moisture. That was the white thing you were saying that before. Then you have the sclera. That's yeah. So there you can see. So this right here, this. Am I moving too fast? Yeah. So this here, that's the sclera. That's the sclera right there. The cornea is this black thing that holds the irises that's going to be here and the pupils that are going to be in the middle. So for now, before we work more on the moisture, let's get to sclera, and set this to translucent, and we're gonna do this, set the opacity in there. Irises, do the same thing for it. You're gonna need to copy this texture in a second. Set this to translucent, set the pupil. So you see, it's really not that hard. It's just the same thing. You just do it over and over. So cornea, here you might need the texture. I think it should be the same thing here. Yeah, it is actually. So you do that, remove this. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Now that I think about it, is this black or white? In any case, let's see. Color constant. Set this to opacity. Translucent. So here you see, are you following? We're up to the cornea right now. This is actually the order it should be in. This, that, this, right? So that's, you know, order from biggest to smallest, or smallest to biggest right now. So cornea, apply this as well, and apply this. I think this was already applied anyway. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of shaders working in there. And to note, this is a very high poly character. Like all the chords, all the tries are in there. It's about 256K right now. Okay, it's even here. I think you can see the triangle count is about yeah, okay, 246 rather. Right, so vertices. This is not ideal, obviously, for a gaming character, but there might be some cases, I don't know, some uses for it or something. So we're gonna get to the hair in a second. So I don't know if I should wait for all these shaders to compile, because that's gonna take a while, or if I should just go and show you what I want you to see. This is why I wanted to do a live video, but I couldn't really get the hang of it, because I think my bandwidth is not as fast as it should be or something. So anyway, the moisture, what we're going to do for the moisture later on is we're going to apply some techniques. We're going to use forward shading here, and then we're going to pass a variable into the specular and roughness, perhaps. I'm going to make the opacity not 0, but something really small as well, 0.05 or something. But basically, it just depends on you. I just want to show you how I achieved what I did. So you're done. Okay, that's not the way to go. What is that? Did I miss something? I do not think so. Let's see, the mask, the pupils, the irises, the cornea. Oh, yeah, these should be ones. Bloody hell, these should be ones. The pupils, the irises, the cornea, and the sclera should be ones, yeah, because they should be opaque. I don't know how I didn't see that before. God, so, oh wow, all of that time that was spent waiting. This is so inefficient. Anyway, so now you're gonna see her eyes, but you're gonna notice that here. Right. Okay, so you're gonna see that here her eyes have that, I mean, they look like real eyes, right? I mean, you can see the pupil is right there in the center, the black, and the irises have the green, but they also have the you can see the edges of the cornea on the outside, and you can see very faint edges of, okay, let's see if I can zoom in there. You can see very faint edges of the iris where it meets the pupil, right there. Alright, so this actually is the pupil, right? It's actually the shape. This is the iris, and oh, I think I just moved something around. And this is the cornea, this outer circle here. So I don't know, I think it should be done now. Okay. There we go. There's our beautiful mistress. So you see her there, but you see that there's a very distinct difference between the size of her pupils, or at least the way it appears to be, and the size of her pupils here. Right? So I think that there are some fixes you can do for that. You can go into the textures and manually reduce these, or whatever. I mean, I tried to do it from within the engine. I couldn't really get it right. I tried to get the green color, and to say that wherever there was black within the iris, within the texture of the iris, that I should convert that black to green. But I'm still new to materials myself, so I couldn't really get it right yet. But in any case, like this, even like this, you already have the eye working, right? You already have what you want. You have your character right there. So what I was talking about for the eye moisture is, you just do something like this. You set forward shading, and you set the opacity to 0.05 or something, really small. You make, okay, hold on, do something like this, where you say the roughness is 1, is 0 rather, and the specular, we can say something like 0.5, or 0.4. Apply. We're going to see what that looks like in a second. So that's that. Now the next thing is, let's work on the hair, right? So for the hair here, you just have about 3 things to deal with. Of course, if you want to go ahead to add speculars, to add metallic maps to these, you can, to the clothes, you can just go ahead and do that. But there's a lot of materials in there, so it's gonna take you a while. So the strands, the cap. So this is the cap. That's the cap right there. If we were to isolate it, this is it. These are the thin strands, and these are the strands, right? So I decided to use hair shaders actually for these. So you go into the cap, and you could do the same thing, where the same things that we did for this, you make it translucent, and you set the transparency level you like, right? But oh wait, actually that is what is done here. But instead of using a value variable, a constant, they decided to use a texture sample straight, right? And I say they, by they I mean the engine. So what I decided to do instead was to use to change the shading model to hair, right? And nothing else, just hair, and leave it like that. Apply that, and do the same thing here. Apply. If you look in there as well, you're going to see eye, but do not use eye. At least I tried it and I did not get what I wanted. So I mean, of course not eye for the hair, like eye for the eye materials, but I didn't like what I saw. So this is what it is, and apply thin, come here, apply and I think we should be good to go. Alright, let's see. Yeah. So in about a few, I should get what we want. 219, 212. Come on, come on. This number you're seeing here is the frame rate. It's an NVIDIA card, so I don't know, I can just see it there. 137. It's kind of really funny though. I mean, even on, I think this is on the highest settings, right? It's gonna be, yeah. Oh yeah. This is a 4.13, I think, version of the engine. Not 4.15, 4.14, 4.13 at least. So you're assured that it's gonna work in that, at least, at the very least. So that's that. Alright, so of course if you don't want to use the hair shader, you can leave it the way it was before, but hey, alright. So that is it. So if I were to do this, to just set this to 1, or to take it back to opaque, you know, the mask of course would come back. I don't know, I hope this helps. Oh yeah, there's this here. This was from here directly. This was from within Daz itself. So you might not see it in here, but you'll definitely see it on some renders. But if you chose to render right now, you might see that something like that right there, you know. So to fix that, I think it's really not that difficult, depending on if this character's cloth has, yeah, it does mesh smoothing on the suit, you know. So you just apply the level of iteration as you want, smoothing on iterations as well. You can choose a smoothing type as well, you know. But I just didn't do that. I just wanted to see if this would work, the import export. So there you have it. So there we go. That's it. So we have our character back. God damn it. Okay, so let's just set this back to opaque. Apply, and that should solve that. I don't know if you noticed just now, but it was like just black. This should take it back to what it was, yeah. So that you have that matte black right there. That's what I wanted. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, suggestions, just leave them in the. Well, you know where to leave them. All right. Cheers.